It's not even letting me save the game. Alright, so this is where I'm calling it. I'm going to start my review of it. I'm going to start my review of it. So, we happy few. I've had a happy few good moments in playing this game. I've never been so let down and so honestly astonished by a game. Uh, I really haven't. This game, over the past 5 days, has delved deeper and deeper into a realm of like, well, it's bad, but it'll get better. You know, I'll at least get through it. I should be able to get to the end and do a thing. And that's what I kept telling myself. I should be able to get to the end at least and just see where the story goes. So set aside the glitches, the crashes, the times characters and cutscenes don't talk vocally, but visibly they do, and then you have to read subtitles. The times where characters float across the screen, the times where characters glitch out and don't do anything, the times where doors glitch, the plethora, the countless times of glitches, but at least the game was, you can progress and continue with the story, which is the only shining star of this game, is the story. But I've finally hit a point where there doesn't seem to be any way to go further in the game. I'm playing currently as Ali. I've cleared the whole map. I finished all the quests I could possibly find that could possibly give me what I need to continue on. I have the sweet spot quest, no place like home, constabulary removal, or these things. I've picked up as many quests as I could. I've tried to unlock as many things as I could, but no matter what, as Ali, I don't have, I guess, the right clothing to walk around town or the right anything to progress any further in the game without getting everyone mad, and it doesn't seem like there's any way for me to enter Miss Bing's estate. I've gotten to a point where I've tried to Google. I usually don't like to do that in a video game. I think a video game should be doable if you're, paying $60. I mean, this isn't like the early 90s and the 80s and, even the later 90s where, you know, you could sometimes have a game that was so complex and hard it would be hard to finish or beat, but that was what you signed up for with that game. With this, it's not hard because I think they wanted it that way. I think it's just hard because you're having to fight glitch after glitch. You're having to fight some of the worst laid out quest lines I've ever seen in a video game. Just absolutely the most dismal layouts of quest lines, the most anti-enthralling quest lines. Every single quest is you go talk to someone, they send you to go do something. Every dang one of them, pretty much. But now to get to the point where I gotta enter Miss Bing's estate, and I can't even walk through the town without aggroing people. Then I try and do it at nighttime and fight every cop on the way to Victoria Bing's estate. As you can see, there is a cop dead on the street over there because I fought the entire town pretty much to get there. There's nothing else to do. I mean, I could try and find the sewing kit so I can make the suit so I can go get the honey, but then I'll be having to sneak around this town at nighttime for even longer. I already looted that house, and get to these houses to maybe, hopefully, possibly get a sewing kit to then go get the honey thing without even the knowledge or hope that that's going to continue the storyline past the point of being able to go into Miss Bing's thing. I doubt it. I mean, making the honey just so I can make syringes for myself, I don't think leads to getting a, you know, the right clothing to go through there. I tried looking online and I only saw one video. There doesn't really seem to be many videos at all with real deal playthroughs of the game out there right now. I wonder why. Uh, you know, there's just been these little reviews at the end of the streams are live. They are what's on my mind at the moment. There's no script. There's no thing me writing something out. But all I can say is, after this, before I was get it on sale. After this, don't give them a dime. Don't buy. This is a hardcore, with how it is right now, it is a don't buy. It's a don't buy. They need to fix it. They need to work on this game. They need to take another 6 months to work on this game. This game is a minimum of 6 months worth of work, or a year before it is what it really should be, in my opinion. Today I was talking to some people in the chat and found out that this game originally was just in like the early access, it was just a survival game, and then they made a deal with Gearbox, and then after that it started to be that they were making storyline, and then I found out that they were recently bought by Microsoft, and it is so disheartening to hear and play another game that just is clearly released way before it should have been. Because at the core of this game is a wonderful, amazing game. At the core of this game is a game that could have been game-changing in the world. It could have been the opening of this unbelievable new world, this new lore, this new everything. It could have been the opening of something special. But if this was Microsoft's doing of making a release too early, just like Sea of Thieves, then it's really showing a sure line of Microsoft failure at this point. Because Sea of Thieves was released at least a year too early. The game was not finished. It was wonderful. It was amazing. It had a great core game. Doesn't that sound familiar to this game? Wonderful, amazing, great core game. This game even has this amazing lore, this amazing story. It makes you want, like, I really want to know what happened with the war with Germany in this game's world. Why did they train kids off? What was up with that? You know, we were starting to hear more with Ali's story here, but you're having to fight with these quests where you need honey, but there's nowhere to get frickin' honey. And then you loot an entire town, like I did with Sally's quest, looting an entire town to find one honey and one bleach. And I had to loot every house in an entire town. Didn't find it. Had to go to another one, loot every house there. I ended up going to 3 of the towns, to the homes, to find this damn honey, and finally found it. You know, the honey, when I went, like, all the way north to where, like, the old guys are in the memorial camp, and found one dang honey. You know, so you're having like, this game should be a 15-hour game at the most. At the most. But you end up taking 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, having to deal with all of the obstacles that are made overly hard for no reason, and then dealing with all of the glitches that are just unbelievable, to the point where your game just crashes, you know, like, out of nowhere. You're dealing with loading screens that are crazy long. It's not that these things are bad, it's the fact that it's just signs that this game was thrown out there way too early, and then to charge $60 on top of that, it's highway robbery. It is absolutely highway robbery. It's a bait and switch, because this isn't a finished game. Charging $60 for an unfinished game is a bait and switch, because you're thinking you're getting one thing, and you're not. I thought I was getting a game that's like, oh, this cool, like, almost post-apocalyptic, Clockwork Orange kind of dystopian game, you know, and I got some of that, but mainly I got, hey, you know, try and get past our glitches and finish the game, to a point where now it's just, there's nothing left to do, really, other than another hour's worth of looting and trying to find some honey to hope that maybe that honey quest leads to the quest that leads to the thing that I get the piece of clothing so I could walk around a dang town so I can then enter Miss Bing's estate and then still have like another hopeful, you know, hopefully can be finished in an hour long amount of quests. This game is horrible as it is right now. At the core, amazing game, wonderful game. Story, unbelievable, enthralling, interesting. But as is right now, I would rather play E.T. the Extraterrestrial on my old Intellivision game system than play another minute of this game. If I hear they fix it, if I hear it gets like a whole bunch of changes like Sea of Thieves got, maybe I'll come back and play it. But as of right now, the second I finish this review, this is getting deleted off my hard drive. And the last things I'm ever going to do with this game is upload this video onto YouTube. So click like, comment your thoughts about the game. I'll reply to those comments, but aside from that, I am never touching this game again. Well, unless they fix it. I'm so, like, I'm not angry. Like, it's like, I'm just so let down. I'm just so let down because it looked like such an interesting game. The world is vibrant. The story, like, I'm so into the story, like, you know, I'm so into the story. I find it so interesting. Dystopian stuff I find so interesting. It's, you know, what a thing it is. But no, it just gets thwarted by, why did you do this? Why did you do this? Why is that broken still? Why do I need to do this? Why do I go to a quest person, they send me out to go do another quest, get something that's nothing to do with the story? Why is there not just a nice linear main story and give all those fetch quests for the side stuff and then tie in the side quests somehow, but allow the person who just wants the main story to play the dang main story? Why am I saving cultists for the witches? Why am I doing all this other dang stuff when all I want to do is be the main characters and have their story? For $60, does that not earn me that? Does it not? You know, does that not earn the fact that, like, I don't want to have an extra 20 hours of all this side stuff that really is not fun at all? And then to have to deal with these nighttime cycles where now you have to hide from the cops because it's nighttime because they're all going to aggro on you. But no, do we give you a nice, easier way to kind of sneak through? That, yeah, okay, maybe it's kind of hard, but even Metal Gear Solid would sometimes give you some ways through that was easier. Whereas this game, you don't just get one cop, you know, walk in the street. No, you get groups of 3 or 4 in a game that has some of the worst fighting in it that I've ever seen. You defend, you attack. You defend, you attack. You have a bar for your energy. And then when you're fighting 3 or 4 cops, one of them swings at you, you defend it. The next one pushes you, now breaks down your defense. The next one hits you, and the next one hits you. And then, oh gosh, did you run at all? Oh yeah, because every dang block has 3 or 4 cops in it. Every one! And they all will group up and now be chasing you. So you thought fighting 3 or 4 was hard. No, now you're gonna fight 8. Good luck, and watch them all glitch into themselves doing this the whole time for $60 dang, you know. And then when you kill them, they're like, because for some reason, I guess when you have the joy and you die, this is frickin' what happens to you. For $60 dang. You know, we can't have dead bodies laying on the floor normally for $60 dang. Oh. And then to get to this point where I can't even progress. It's a shame that I can't get my money back. I don't think I would ask for my money back. I keep my money. Use it to make a better game. You know, invest it well. My $60 is not going to help you at all, pretty much, and you probably only get like 40 out of that. But I really hope you get the chance to make a finished game. I really hope you get the chance to upgrade this game. I really hope you get a chance to make an even better expansion or something. Because at the core, there's a great game. And that's what I'm going to leave this video at. That's what I'm going to leave this video at. Thank you everyone who's watched this live torture of a soul on Twitch. Thank you all for watching this video. If you're watching this video on Twitch or on YouTube, golly. If you've bought this game and you've played it, and you need someone to talk to, let's have a chat. I'm here. Open ears. I think we need to make groups and talk about the experience. Because, wow. I'll leave it at that.